Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
For those of you under 30, sorry, but we're talking about what
talking about
talk
old man
radio
stuff.
used to be on.
We're talking
which
like
was
your
just
dad.
AM radio.
That's right.
That was
Never heard.
exclusively talk radio. FM was for music. AM was for talk radio. The thing about AM radio is all you need is power. But there are some big cities that's still what talk radio is
I know.
on.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
but that's the only time I ever even think about an AM station. But if things go south here, we're going to be on
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo
There we
show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
You know, normally I don't read Bart's notes until about halfway through the show. But I looked at him early today.
Yeah.
And
What would make you want to do that?
well, I don't know. They were in front of me, and I looked, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. And
So that's one thing that happened today. The other thing that happened is he walked into the office over there while you and I were doing our chit chat,
right.
and he immediately started telling us what we're going to talk about on
That's
the show.
right. Well, Bart's in a take charge mood today.
He is.
And I like that. I think that's great. Some days you need somebody to guide you through.
This is going to be an interesting day.
It is going to be an interesting day. Do you see whose birthday it is?
Happy birthday
Wow.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Edward.
How about that?
Thank you.
Edward
go.
Gilbert.
Let's go.
Edward.
I was wondering if it was going to be
Thank God
brought
for
up.
thank God for Facebook. I was able to confirm.
There you go.
I had it in the calendar. It was in my notes, and I meant to tell Bart yesterday.
Wow.
Because one day when we were talking about it, I could just imagine us forgetting. And it's 9 o'clock right now, and you walk off the set and never come back. And I remember
I
one
wouldn't have been
day
offended.
when we were talking about this, and somehow, you capture someone's birthday. If you don't put it in your phone or your calendar right then, you miss it. And I'm just grateful that we didn't do that, because there would be no Edward tomorrow.
I've sent a lot of belated happy birthday texts over the course of my life. And
Some of them to your parents.
thankfully, Bart's notes prevented that.
Yeah, some of them to your kids.
Yeah. You're lucky I can't remember your
gosh
birthday, or
dang,
there'd
man.
be problems.
I got to make sure I've got King and Micah's anniversary on my
Yeah.
phone. I may have already missed it. I mean, it's like keeping up with these dates, man.
I know.
It is something.
I know.
It
It's
really
hard.
is.
It's
I mean,
hard.
Honestly, honest to God, the best thing about Facebook is the birthday reminders.
Yes. It's the only good thing about Facebook, with all due respect.
Wow.
You want to crack open a flight by Yingling?
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Just
I'm sorry, Chuck. I
No,
know, I know
it's
those
okay.
are your people. I know those are
it's
your
okay.
people.
I mean, we get attacked every day. That's okay.
You know, we have a wonderful relationship with our attackers.
That's right.
With our keyboard warrior gangsters. What do you want for your birthday, Edward? Hey, listen, it only happens once a year. We want birthday wishes for Edward today. You can shower him with gifts.
Or just goodwill.
Goodwill's-
Just,
Goodwill's good.
greetings.
Greetings are fine.
Salutations.
I don't really have like a wish list.
Oh, there's something you've been thinking about.
Yeah.
Come
No, not
on.
really.
Come on.
A good dinner tonight.
Don't make me bring up Blakeman's, then I know you'll come forward.
Hey, if somebody wants to go to Blakeman's and bring a purple bag in, I'll be
I
fine
will.
with that.
Yeah.
I will. If I
Consider
had
it
been-
done.
If I'd been, yesterday was a really busy day, Edward. I
Oh,
had
yeah,
big plans for you.
yeah.
If I had remembered
You sound like my intern
Yeah,
every morning
how's
at about
Jack?
5:40.
Yeah,
Where's Jackson?
Where's the boy this
See,
morning?
I had a plan that Jackson would be off to Rick's Bakery by now to
Yeah.
get some treats.
Well, I think Hannah might be bringing some birthday breakfast later in the
Okay,
show.
that's big.
That's not how this is supposed to work. We're
You're
supposed to be
yeah.
doing that for you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Tell her to bring mimosas
Yeah.
okay.
to go.
Okay. We can do
Yeah,
that.
let's do that. We'll have a toast.
It's a very long text from Jackson.
Oh boy.
Yeah?
Oh, really?
Like a
Does
paragraph.
it read like one of the texts
you
to
read it?
the text line?
Can you read it on the air?
Why don't you tell him?
I'll read some of it.
Why
yeah.
don't you tell him this? if this is the relationship we're going to have, you need to start texting me at 877-377-6963.
He's just a texter on
like
the
everyone
show now.
else. That's right. This line is no longer available to you. My personal line is no longer available. You need to text the show and then call him son.
I don't know if I'm old enough to do that yet.
Well, he doesn't know that.
That's fair.
It's a position.
He probably thinks I'm
it's
like
a
25
position
years
of
older than
authority.
him.
I just recently stopped calling Bart that.
Oh, yeah. After 15 years.
Can you imagine? Son, why don't you bring me those notes?
Chuck still does.
Yeah, I want to hear that, actually. I want to hear Chuck say that on the air. Now, son, hang on a
Now
second.
listen, son.
Gosh, I've always wanted to say that. Then he follows it up.
The most demeaning thing you can say to another
Oh,
adult.
come on.
No, it totally is.
It is. That is pretty bad. There are worse things, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
another adult calling you son is
Yeah.
like,
Those are fighting words.
yeah, don't love that.
Yeah,
Gives off bad vibes.
Especially if you are Jackson and somebody like Edward does it.
Yeah.
Because all at that age you want is for people to respect you and not treat you like you're some kid, right? But,
Listen here, son.
But Jackson, we're gonna have to earn this.
Yeah, you have to be there.
What's going on, man? What's going
You
on?
have to be present.
So,
What's going
be
on?
present to win.
I'm about to change this. What's going on with young Jack?
What's the problem with our intern program, Edward?
I don't know.
We are falling apart.
Our intern program has been fruitful until Jackson came along. Bart has a very productive intern working
Yeah, Hannah's
under the
great.
Chuck and Bo show.
Hannah shows up every day with a smile on her face. She leaves with a smile.
That's right.
She greets you.
Gets the job
Jackson
done.
That's
strolls
all-
in
and
whenever
that-
it's convenient.
And you hear nothing from her other than that.
Yeah.
Other than hello and goodbye, and then you look up and the job's done.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
And a job well done.
that's right.
Jackson comes or doesn't come in at all, and there's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot of deflecting. And
So what's the issue this
there's
morning?
a lot of storytelling.
Yeah.
He is a storyteller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good storyteller. If he put as much energy into coming in here as he does to those texts,
Oh, man.
oh, there's no telling what we get done.
Oh,
This is the tale he's woven this morning.
All right, let's hear it.
So yesterday morning, 5:37 a.m. The show starts at 6. I've got a meeting today with my counselor. I'm not sure what type. At 8:30, so I'm going to come in tomorrow and Thursday. I forgot to text last night about it. Today at 5:33 a.m.
It's up early.
I need to come in tomorrow and Friday if that's okay. I signed up for a lab that is on Wednesdays that I can't miss. I added another science class to my schedule. Next week, I'll still be coming in Tuesday and Thursday, but this week has been whack with getting my schedule situated. So I will be there tomorrow.
Nothing worse than a whack week.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
On a real note, I think we're just going to have to talk about maybe a different schedule. Maybe not coming in
Maybe
during
an
the show.
afternoon schedule.
Yeah. I think that's
Something a
probably
little more
the
to his
best
liking.
solution because this isn't working.
Why don't you come in after your lab?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do that.
Also,
It sounds like a
there's not a
lifestyle
lab
situation.
at 6 a.m. or
Yeah,
7
I was
a.m.
gonna
on
say.
campus.
Hey, man, how about getting an
Maybe
early-
8
yeah,
a.m.
yeah.
Maybe.
I think I had a 7 a.m. lab.
Well,
when
you
I
have
was
to,
in
you have to mentally
That was
prepare for those
pre-COVID,
labs.
Okay.
It was early.
Well, I think you're
I mean,
right. I think you
yeah,
nailed it.
Yeah, I've had like a 7:30 class.
You've nailed it in the early morning deal.
I think we're done.
He's-
This
he's
is a
like-
We're done
lifestyle
trying
issue.
that.
He's
This
thinking,
is a
man,
lifestyle issue.
That lab at 2 o'clock in the afternoon is really going to be hard if I get up at 5. I need to get up at 10.
See, you might be onto something
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a long day. You have to pace
He
yourself.
didn't say what time the lab was
No.
or what time the meeting was yesterday.
No, he
You
did
know, it's
not.
just like, I got
The meeting was at 8:30 yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
And obviously, he did not know when he said, I'm going to be in Wednesday, he'd forgotten about the lab.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the way any of us would have handled our 8:30 meeting is we would have come in and we would have done the first 2 hours and 15 minutes of the show, and we'd gone to our 8:30 meeting
Yeah.
on campus. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's happened here.
Yeah, it has.
We don't skip the whole show.
You just hurry over.
Yeah, I mean, you're alive and well and ready to roll at that point. But
Filled
Jackson,
with youthful vigor.
if you're interested in interning on the show,
Yeah.
877
We've got an opening.
Hey, honestly, if you're
Brand new.
if you're a grown up, retired, and let's try
That's
that route.
what we need.
Let's try.
That's what we
like the movie The Intern.
We need to go for
De
the
Niro.
Walmart greeter crowd, man. We need to go to their
Yeah.
talent reservoir.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where we need
The ushers.
That's where we
Landmark.
need. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We
We
need
need
to
to-
go get those
we need to
people.
get in
They're
that
up.
pool.
They're up.
We're swimming in the wrong pool.
That's right.
We got to get in a different pool.
That's right.
That's exactly right. This is what we do here on the Chuck and Bo Show. We just kind of flesh it out right here.
We talk through it. We need
Yeah, we
older
do.
people.
Talk through it.
We need older people.
Talking through it with Chuck and Bo, touching the hearts of our Kansans. We're so relatable. We're just talking through it. I mean, you relate, Let's hear from you today. Are you struggling with interns? Give us a call.
What do you do? How do you handle it?
What has worked for you?
That's right. Let's brainstorm.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's just kind of solve this together.
Yeah.
Well, it is August 20th. It is Edward's birthday, along with Al Roker, who's 71 today.
Unbelievable.
The most famous guy in weather.
Don King.
Holy smokes.
Is he
Don
still
King
alive?
Is alive at
Is he alive?
94.
Yeah.
94.
I was surprised when I
Wow.
looked that it was his
Only in
birthday
America.
and saw that he was still amongst us.
I'm looking at this list. I'm pretty disappointed with the shared birthdays. I don't know any of these people.
Really?
You don't know who Al Roker is?
Kind of.
Isaac Hayes, Shaft. You don't know anything about that?
Not really.
Andrew Garfield, Amy
Yeah,
Adams.
I know who Andrew Garfield
You don't know who
is.
Don
but
King is?
Kind of. I mean, this is all before my
Well, listen,
time. Al
this
Roker,
just-
Don King.
This just gives you an opportunity to own your day.
You can learn. Look at it as a learning experience, Edward.
Just think, when Jackson's sitting here doing the show 50 years from now, you'll be the lone
right.
star on the birthday list. You'll have a legacy.
What if
You have
Jackson
nobody
had,
to compete with?
What if Jackson had Edward's job, his actual job? I mean, would we ever get on the air? Would we ever?
That's really an insightful way to have the conversation. Jackson, what if we were really actually depending on
That's
you?
right. What if we were counting on you?
What if we were?
Because in the real world, you're going to be counted on, son.
What if you had the keys and we're all sitting in our cars in the parking lot? Can't get on the air. Can't get on the show. Can't touch the hearts of our Kansans today. Well, I mean, not only are we having a tough day, everybody else whose heart we were about to touch, they're having a tough day. It was all dependent on you.
That's right.
Let's call him.
Call his cell phone.
I'm going to call him right
All
now.
right.
I'm going to call him.
He's 100% asleep.
Yeah, well, we're
Well, he's about to 100% wake up.
about to waken him from his slumber.
Let's be honest. His phone's on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah,
he sent
that's
that
true.
text to Edward.
That's
Let's
true.
see.
That's
see.
probably true.
That alarm went off. He
Let's
sent the
find out.
text, and he stayed in bed.
Let's find out.
How you going to make it in today, man? Yeah, it's going to voicemail. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no way. No way.
Jackson?
Hey, this is Jackson. Leave me a
Yeah.
message.
Jackson, for real, man. Listen, we were really counting on you today to get some birthday treats for Edward. Not only are you a second day in a row no-show after your perfect attendance promise, it's Edward's birthday. You've left Edward on his birthday with an excuse that doesn't make sense. There's no lab at 6 a.m. And so now we have no birthday present for Edward. I was counting on you today, and I am as serious as I can be. I was counting on you to go get a birthday gift. We were going to pretend that we forgot it was his birthday. I was going to secretly send you to Rick's to get cupcakes. You were going to write a beautiful card on behalf of all of us. And Edward was going to be surprised, and he was going to be smiling the rest of the day. Now, nothing.
Yeah, it's ruined.
His birthday's ruined. My feelings are hurt. I hope
right.
your lab goes well. I know we've got a 1.5 GPA we got to get fixed,
Gotta
but
get it up.
not at our expense. I mean, all the life we've poured into you, all the just life lessons that you come in here and learn on a regular basis. The time we put you on the air and sent you down to the hog pit, did we ruin you early? Was that it?
That's what happened.
Oh, gosh, Jackson. Listen, we love you, but here's what tough love looks like. Lose my number. Have a great day, buddy.
Wow.
Wow. Don't ever call me again.
It's 6:16 on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yingling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yingling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yingling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The two best guys in mediocre sports radio.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I was just thinking this morning on the drive in, boy, it's going to be nice to see Chuck. And I don't usually think that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We've got an opening. Here we go. You calling him?
Yeah.
Calling him back.
I didn't deliver the message the way that I wanted to Jackson, who didn't show up
You
today.
want to do it over?
Yeah,
Left some things unsaid?
I did. It's going to be short.
Okay.
but it's important.
Hey, this is Jackson. Leave me a message.
Still not answering.
Oh, it only rang
Hey,
twice. there.
Jackson, I had a chance to contemplate during the break what I said. I'm not really mad at you. I just want to clear this up. I'm not really mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. It's just disappointment. I mean, I'll figure it out. I'm not even saying bye to that. Just let that sit there.
That's the worst thing you
Did
can
my
hear.
voice break?
Yeah, well, yeah. It sounded authentic. I mean, it really did.
It sounded like I was.
It sounded like you were serious.
kind of hurt, actually.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
Probably just like his mom was when she had to send us that YouTube message about his 1.5 GPA. She said, I hate to do this, but the kid's got to have, he's got to have some tough public humiliation.
Well,
we are disappointed.
What,
we,
the text-
we were hungry this morning.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
I
not.
was thinking
That's not
cupcakes.
going to change. I mean, we've been doing things ourselves for ourselves our whole life. We'll just go, down there and get it. In fact, if I've got to call in from Rick's Bakery, I mean, we could out there and do some interviews about the season. Man on the street. It's
go
been a minute
table
since
to
I-
table.
you might find some interns.
I've
We're
done
gonna go
Man on the
table
Street.
to
Yes.
table.
How long have you been working here? That's what I'm going to do.
You happy
I'm going to
at
go
your
down
current
there and
job?
interview some employees at Rick's Bakery. Clearly, you get up in the morning. You're here. How long have you had this job?
Would you like a career change?
I know you're getting paid here, but if you'd like to come down and intern for us and not get paid, we'd love to have you.
We're a lot of fun.
Yeah, you look like a go-getter.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. That's what you got to do. You got to get out and find
You
people
got to
that
recruit,
are working
man.
early in the morning.
You got to recruit.
I mean, the Grease Pig, they had their lights on early. It's 5:30 this morning. Anybody at 7 brew. Of course, as Chuck pointed out, they all get paid.
Well,
I mean, I have to fix that.
yeah, we can figure something out.
Well, anyhow, it's Edward's birthday. I really hate that this happened on your birthday.
It's all right.
So, how old are you, Edward?
27.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
1998, the
Jiminy
year
Christmas.
Bo arrived in Arkansas. So did I.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. How about that? Yeah, about the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe to the
they
day.
were playing the Fort Smith Classic, Chuck. It was the final day of the Fort Smith Classic, and I took my U-Haul trailer. I'm driving here from Florida, and I drive to Fort Smith, and I park my U-Haul trailer at the Hampton Inn in Fort Smith, and I hang out
I
with
know
Mike
where you
Nail.
are. I know where you
Mike
are.
Nail at the Fort Smith
Nail.
Classic, the legendary basketball voice of the Razorbacks who called the national championship. And then we drove to Fayetteville and smoked in the office.
Almost to the day, August 23rd.
Wow.
The Fort Smith
How about
Classic
that? I was 3
on
days
the old
old.
Nike tour.
I went to a few of those.
Won by Mark Hinsby. of
Mark
Australia.
Hensby won that tournament. I knew that. Yeah. If you asked me that question as trivia, I'd have had the answer for you.
What future Masters champion won the Fort Smith Classic?
Ooh.
It was known as the Ream Classic then.
Was it not Rich B? No.
I think it was Zach Johnson.
Zach Johnson won?
Zach Johnson did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
2003 Ream Classic
Yeah.
in a playoff over Steve Haskins.
I remember that day like it was yesterday.
Man, memory lane today.
Yeah.
Edward's birthday. Wow, Edward
Just
was
bringing back all
3
these
days
memories.
old.
God.
3 days old.
I don't even,
When I
even wanna
moved
go
to
there.
Arkansas.
I don't even want to go there.
Hey,
Man.
Bo, do you remember who finished runner-up to Mark Hinsby in 1998?
I can't tell you that.
See,
Woody Austin.
this is good perspective
not
when
know
you
that.
ask me about people like Don King and Al Roker. Like, I just,
It
just,
is.
I don't know.
and honestly, and I mean this sincerely, you come off more like you're 28.
Oh, wow. Now that's a compliment.
No, you are well ahead of your years. And
Wise beyond.
we appreciate the actually you were in a lot of ways you're a mentor to Bart. So
I will
don't
say
know. I
this.
wouldn't go that far.
I will say this: at 26, 27, getting up at 3:45 in the morning
with a 1-year-old?
to come to work,
It's no problem.
there's no chance. I mean, it would have never happened. I would have been fired within 2 weeks. I would have been, maybe 2 days.
Bobby
I would have been Jackson.
Bobby Pitrino spoke yesterday.
Oh, he did?
If you want to get into some football,
What do you
we
say?
can talk about that. He said some things, but we got a call from Hunter, and I think Hunter wants to talk about some of it. So we're gonna go there, and try to move on from Edward's birthday briefly and our missing intern.
Hunter, how's it going?
Hunter, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo
Hey,
show.
good morning, y'all. Thanks, sir. I just wanted to know what's you guys' percentage or your opinion that Taylor could win the Heisman this year. I think it's a big chance. He's got all the attributes. He's a great leader. He just, got to go out there and do it.
So I think part of the issue there is how many games you win. How many games do you think Arkansas can win with that schedule?
Oh, 7 on a good day.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
that
tough
makes
schedule.
it hard to win the Heisman, right? Because traditionally the Heisman goes to the best player on a really good team. Now, you had a Shedeur Sanders situation last year, right, where you thought maybe that could happen. But the playing in the SEC, winning 7 games, I don't know if anybody's ever really had a real shot at the Heisman with that happening. I will say I think Taylor Green has a chance to lead the league in passing. I think Taylor Green has a chance to lead the league in total offense. And when you do that in the best conference in the country, you got a chance to be on a lot of you got to be a chance to be a finalist on a lot of awards lists. And people will laugh, some of the people that talk about, rainbows and unicorns and sunshine pumping and all that. They'll laugh when you bring up Taylor Green for the Heisman. I don't think we realize in our state how much Taylor Green is respected outside of our state by people who are scouts or cover college football nationally. We had that guy on for Memphis yesterday that was in love with Taylor Green. I mean, his upside's tremendous. Now, he's got to go be consistent. But also last year he was hurt for half the season. Once he got hit in that Tennessee game in the knee, he wasn't the same. He did not have a lot of protection on the offensive line. And all of that led to some of the fumbles and the decision-making. And he was first year in that offense and first year playing in this league. So I'm really interested to see if he had that good of a year last year, what it looks like this year with those things probably what I think are fixed.
Well, the one thing that I believe when you talk about Taylor Green and a lot of the people that you just mentioned is everyone recognizes his best football is still in front of him. As good as he's been so far, I've never watched Taylor Green play and thought, well, this is the finished product. This is it. And that's okay. There are lots of guys out there whose best football comes 3, 4, 5 years after they play in college. And I really do think that's going to be the case with Taylor Green. I don't anticipate him winning the Heisman. But I do think what you said a minute ago about leading the league in total offense. If Arkansas is good this year, I don't know if they will be or not, but if they are, it's going to be because of Taylor Green in large part. So the numbers will pile up. So I think something like that is a possibility. But when I look at Taylor, I'd like to see this guy when he's 25 or 26. I think he'll have a chance to play football after he leaves Arkansas because of the upside, what you just mentioned a moment ago. I think when people look at him, particularly coaches, and I think this was probably in Bobby Pitrino's mind way back when, is you look at what the guy could be because there are a lot of attributes there.
Well, you can go into a First Security Bank today and you can talk to them about it. They'll be happy to hear what you think Arkansas's record is going to be, and if you think Taylor Green can win the Heisman. Maybe we should put that on the poll today. Do we think Taylor Green will lead the league in passing? Yes or no? What do you think we would get on that?
We need to look at our poll results from yesterday.
Yeah, well,
how they finished.
Well, we could do that, and you'd be the guy.
Yeah.
First Security Bank.
I would be.
They've been polling Arkansans for a long time. They know how to help you bank better. More convenient locations all over the state of Arkansas. Friendly professionals there to help you every day. fsbank.com. You can find them online. First Security Bank, more than just banking. Friendly local people, but helping you bank better. The official bank of the Chuck and Bo Show, even on Edward's birthday. Get your text in. Get your greetings in. Get your heartfelt birthday wishes in. Follow Edward on Facebook, Edward Corin.
No.
Let's get Edward some friends today.
No, they'll be declined if I
Lots
don't
of
know.
greetings.
Oh, come on, Edward.
Oh, come on.
Come on. You're no Clay Henry. We once got Clay Henry 1,200 followers in about a half an hour.
Wow.
We did.
Good for him.
Oh, he was so pumped.
He was excited.
He was so pumped.
If they
He
Good thing
forget
you don't
about
know how to
things
spell
like
my
that.
last name.
He
I don't know how to spell it.
C-O-R-R.
No.
6:31 on the Chuck and Bo Show. Chris in Fayetteville. You're on the news, weather, information station.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, we're full service, baby.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. If you need to replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use the professionals to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best option for your home. Visit gopaschal.com and with just a few clicks, see how much you can save with the Paschal price check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here.
Just
Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The only difference between me and Scotty Scheffler, just so we're clear, there's only one difference, is when it starts going south for me, like it was for him, I just keep going south.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oh, so much to get into today. Bart's got something that he tried to tell us about before the show. We told him to save it for the first tee. We didn't want to hear it on the driving range. Let's get on the course, and then you can, start showing your game. Now, so that's kind of risky for me, I mean, you know how I am. I'll be like, do we really want to go there?
It's the ultimate trust.
Yeah.
When someone says, don't bring it up until we get on the air, that's the ultimate trust among a broadcaster.
I think the people will be pleasantly surprised.
It's 15 years right there.
Is that a tease? Like it's coming up after the break?
Whenever we decide.
We're probably
top of the hour.
Probably going to do it at 7.
Special Chuck and Bo show.
Probably going to do it at 7:02. Bart Pullman with something we don't know about at 7:02.
It's going to be great, though. He's excited.
15 years been with Bart, Chuck. That's what it takes to build that kind of trust.
A lot of research.
And I still, on occasion, do not.
I know.
Now, when it comes to, matters of life, again, I'll just tell you, Bart probably has every password I have. He's suspect number one if I go missing.
Oh, yeah. Well.
I mean, it's just he's the guy that knows everything. I don't know if you have the garage door code. Do you want that one? Let me write that down for you.
Let me check my notes.
Make sure you have it in. If you're looking to get to me, crack into one of Bart's Excel spreadsheets.
That's right.
And all my information's in there. What's my Apple ID password, Bart?
See,
my phone.
I think I have that one, too.
That's the way I am with Bart. If it involves data, numbers, number crunching, I generally trust him. Other areas, we're working on it. But when it comes to numbers, I mean, he's infallible.
I need to elevate my game. Apparently,
no. I said we're working. Everything's a process.
Can we talk about? Let's talk about the poll results first. But I want to get into Pitrino, Bobby Pitrino, and the state's trust in Pitrino. And then I want to see where that trust actually takes you as it relates to looking ahead to this upcoming season. All right?
Okay.
All right. Yesterday, what were our poll questions?
The first one was, what will Arkansas's record be in the month of September? 5 games, right? And so we gave the options of 5-0 or 4-1, because you can only put 4 options on Twitter, right? 5-0 or 4-1, 3-2, 2-3, and then 1-4 or 0-5. 52% said 3-2. 27% said 5-0 or 4-1. So that's 75%, more than 75% of the responders think Arkansas is winning at least 3 of their first 5 games.
All right, can we go around the room on this real quick? Yeah. All right, so Edward, what is your thought on the first 5 games of the season? Happy birthday, boy.
I'm gonna say 3-2. I think we lose a close one to Ole Miss and a close one to Notre Dame.
Okay, so I have we'll just go this way.
But I think I don't see why we can't win either.
Okay, well, that's my
official prediction.
All right, well, here's my official prediction then. They're going to win one of those 2 games.
That's fair.
So the people that are all hung up on the Arkansas State-Memphis game, that's glass half empty. That's cool. I get it. I can understand why. Things
we'll
can
win
happen.
Those 2 games
I think they're going to win those games. Mm-hmm. But I do believe they're going to upset either Ole Miss or Notre Dame. And I'm picking Notre Dame. Arkansas is good for that kind of game almost every year at Razorback Stadium.
Well, what I think is interesting in this is that 79% of the people, think that they're going to be at least 3-2. And, you hear the ones that don't think they're going to go, 3-2 or even, 2-3. But I'm not surprised by that at all. And I would imagine that if you were to go to a lot of fan bases, like, national people are saying, for example, Auburn's not going to be any good this year. I'll bet if you polled Auburn people, 75% of the people think they'd be above 500 through 5 games. It's just the nature of being a fan.
That is the most logical record to pick, 3-2. That's rational. It's reasonable. I get it. But I'm throwing an upset in there.
I think it shows, too, that fans are a little higher on the Hogs, so to speak, than maybe they let on.
Well, look, guys, we've all been doing this a long time. You hear from the people that I mean, you hear from the 21%. That's
sure.
who you hear from.
For sure.
I mean, they're the ones that make all the
your words
noise.
carefully, Chuck, on who the people are we're hearing from and who the people we're not hearing from. You're doing a good job.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. Bart?
Record?
Yeah, what do you think on the first 5 games?
I'm going to go 3-2.
Are you there, Chuck?
They're above 500, yes.
Okay. It's hard to ask Chuck to do predictions on games he's calling. So
I don't do predictions.
He's our Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, I know. We
Unless it's someone we don't play.
We get close enough.
And then I'll hammer them.
All right, what's the second poll question we had out yesterday? Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Bart's sitting in there right now.
Will Arkansas win at least 6 games in 2025? So will Arkansas make it to a bowl game, win at least 6, didn't put a cap on it. 79% said yes.
Wow.
My faith in humanity is restored.
How about that?
Well, I mean, it makes me feel better just about driving the streets. I was worried there for a minute.
Well, the construction is
you know, I mean, like, you get out of your car, a Maverick, and you walk up to the door and you're getting there the same place at some same time someone else does, and you just open the door for them, and you're just like, are they going to punch me?
Well,
these angry people walking around.
It is where adventure begins.
Yeah, it is.
Facts.
You feel the adventure. This feels like an adventure.
They have a what do you call it? The stand that's the adventure area of the store. What do you call that little pop-up thing? End cap. They got an end cap of adventure. As Bart discovered when he went to investigate after they changed the name from Come and Go to Maverick, where the adventure begins.
Disappointing breakfast.
Can we find that commercial and play it on the radio where the adventure begins?
I'll search for it. Yeah.
And then we had Bart go try their breakfast, and then we never went back.
No, it was bad. It was bad.
Speaking of
did
which,
we send Jackson up there, or did you go?
No, I went.
Did you?
We don't say his name.
Well, I'm sorry. That was a big job too.
You must not be named.
You can't send a boy to do man's work.
Yeah,
you know.
With Jackson. This poor kid. Is he on a bender, you think? Or is he really like making up classwork?
When you're a kid, getting up early sounds great. But then when you actually have to go through with the process, I'll be there. Of course I'll be there.
Yeah, it sounds great it always sounds great until you have to do it, no matter how old you are.
And then they're watching TV at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you realize there's no chance. I mean, there's no chance.
They're playing video games.
They're playing
they get
video
sucked
games.
into another game of whatever, Fortnite or whatever they're playing now, and it's an all-night affair.
That's right.
They've drank so much Red Bull, even when they're ready to go to sleep,
they don't go to sleep till 3 in the morning, and they sleep till noon.
Yeah,
I think we shouldn't eliminate the possibility based on this conversation that when Jackson sent that text to Edward this morning, that he was still awake and just had not gone to bed
that's
yet.
Fair.
That's good.
That's
good. And I called him twice on speaker on my phone on the air, and he didn't answer either time.
By that first hour of sleep, I mean, you're dead. You know, you're dead.
Do you think which voicemail do you think will have more impact? Or let's put that on the poll. Which voicemail that I left, will have more impact, or will neither one of them have any impact at all? Those would be the 3 options.
I think he might be terrified after the first one.
I fear
to lose my number.
I fear the third option. I think it's option 3.
Yeah.
I think he'd care less.
No. But the second one was an attempt to actually make a difference. The second one was much shorter, and it was just merely, I'm disappointed in you. That was the one that was really meant to make a difference.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if that's going to resonate with him yet. Like, I think if that resonated, he'd be here today.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to have any effect at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think you're absolutely right. So after those poll results, I'd like to say it'd be a good time to go to Oaklawn Sports and bet the over on the season. Is it 5.5?
I believe it's
still 5.5. I think the majority have spoken, and Arkansas is going to hit the over this year. We all in agreement with that? We're not making a bunch of predictions. We're just going to take the over.
I'll take the over.
It's 5.5, and the over is plus 120.
Yeah.
That's good value right there.
Little value. Oaklawn.com. Go there, find out everything you need to know about Oaklawn. A great weekend trip, the Forbes 4-star hotel, the 4-star spa. I mean, it is an immaculate, wonderful resort facility. So much to do, including the races that are coming. But, hey, you can use the Oaklawn Sports app. Download the new app. New customers earn – it's not a new app, but new customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets when you download Oaklawn Sports. And it is the brand you trust. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. 6:47. We'll hear from Bobby Pitrino when we come back on the Chuck and Bo Show. Edward's birthday. It's Wednesday. Good morning. Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Chevy of Fayetteville has over 200 new vehicles on the lot right now. So if you're in the market, now's the time to make a move. That includes the brand new Chevy Traverse, the Chevy Trax, and all the favorites like the Tahoes and Suburbans. And for truck lovers, there are Silverados in stock and ready for immediate delivery. So go see Chris, Mark, Denver, and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like walk-ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Why deal with the stress of commercial travel when you can fly on your schedule with Jet Aircraft? No TSA lines, no baggage claim, no waiting around. Just you and your crew flying in comfort and style. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a golf trip, or planning your football travel for the fall, Jet makes it easy. Seats up to 9 with a full bar, custom catering, and plenty of space. Visit Jet NWA for pricing and more. That's Jet with 2 T's.
Hey, it's Bo, and for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
I don't need Chat GTP. I've got Chuck GTP.
Amen.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You need to run that tape back for me because that didn't happen. Don't come at me with that crap.
Don't come at me.
Yeah.
Not up in here.
Yeah. You must have your shows mixed up. Like, that didn't happen here, pal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
So, Bart, this new quarterback at Notre Dame, any good? They've named their starter. C.J. Carr.
Yeah.
Any good? Know anything about him?
Grandson of Lloyd Carr,
Really?
the former Michigan coach, which is there's some irony there that he.
They couldn't get him to Michigan?
Apparently
He didn't go to Michigan?
Apparently not. Look, really talented kid. Everybody speaks really highly of his ceiling and the type of player he can be. But he's unproven. You know, he's a redshirt freshman. He appeared in one game last year, briefly against Purdue. He's going to make mistakes. But he has potential, certainly.
Because here's the deal. Notre Dame would not have been Notre Dame last year without Riley Leonard.
That's
the
100%.
biggest, the best thing that happened for Notre Dame's season last year was Riley Leonard transferring in from Duke. And I guess my point in asking this is if this guy is a freshman and if he does struggle, I don't expect Notre Dame to be as good this year as they were last year.
No, I think that's absolutely fair. If he comes in and lights the world on fire, they're going to be right back in the same situation, same type of situation they were in last year, because that's like they have that kind of talent, if not more talent, this year.
They've got two really good running backs. That could create a problem for Arkansas, who is trying to figure out
Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price.
Yep, trying to figure out the depth of their defensive line. But listen, that's a potential upset on the schedule. I mean, love that. Love that quarterback news from Notre Dame. Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room, go get a new Silverado like Chuck has. Boy, that's beautiful.
It's a
beautiful.
nice truck. It's way above.
Nobody will park on either side of it. It looks so good. And it looks even better driving down the road. They've got over 200 new vehicles on the lot right now. Chevy of Fayetteville, together, let's drive. You'll find them inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Almost 7 o'clock, Chuck and Bo Show.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
As a play-by-play announcer, my eyes are everything. I need to see every detail on the field to call the game the right way. So when cataract started affecting my vision, I knew I couldn't wait. I went to Dr. Betts and the team at McDonald Eye Associates. And truthfully, I wish I'd done it years ago. The difference is incredible. The whole experience was professional, easy, and honestly life-changing. If your vision's holding you back, take it from me. Don't put it off any longer. Schedule your appointment with McDonald Eye Associates today.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Summer storms and heavy rains can sneak up fast, so make sure your gutters are ready to handle it all. Hog Trough Gutters, locally owned and operated with 30 years of experience, installs seamless gutters made on site to protect your home. They're fully licensed and insured. Every job is hydro-tested, and each one comes with a 20-year warranty. Proudly serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. And if you're outside those areas, just give them a call or a text. Schedule your free inspection today at hoggutters.com.
So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I'll tell you what I did during the storm, what all middle-aged men do. I opened my garage door, I walked out to the driveway, I looked around.
Thought about having a cigarette?
I assessed the situation. I looked down the street, I saw other middle-aged guys doing the same thing. And all of a sudden, everybody's garage door closed, and we all went back inside. That's how it works in the neighborhood on a stormy day.
That is such a great reality. That is so true. What is it about, like, appreciating the rain?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I don't know what the guys who never played it down predicted us, and all that kind of stuff. If you don't want to rank us, that's fine. Don't you have to play all of them anyway? Roll that thing out there and let's see what happens. That's fine. We don't need to be ranked. If you don't want to rank it, we surprise a lot of people. We ain't surprising me. We've got a really good football team. We really, really do, and we're excited to get out there and play.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it, baby.
They got a really, really good football
They
team.
do, really, really good.
And Bart has reasons to get into this in a minute. Historically, where does Arkansas end up stacking up this year? Bart's got some data on Edwards' birthday that we're going to have to unpack. We don't know what it is, but he's got a box of data over there, and he's just going to start. It's like John Gruden getting one of those.
This is what I wanted
boxes
for
from
my
school.
birthday.
Yeah, just
Bart had bounce in his
It's
step.
a box of data from.
He had
from
bounce
Bart.
in his step when he walked in.
A care package.
he was so fired up.
You know what? Tomorrow when you come in here, we might have something for you. I had a grand plan today for your birthday that Jackson would come in. I would call him into my office. He would think he's getting fired, but he was not. He was
Can I
just
talk to you a minute?
yeah. And I was
got a
gonna
sec?
I was
Hey, man, you
gonna
got a
pull
minute?
him in over there to the office, and I was gonna go look. It's Edward's birthday. You can't say anything. We're all gonna act like we don't know. You're gonna run to the store. You're gonna go to Rick's Bakery. You're gonna come back with a care package. You're gonna write a nice card from all of us. And we're going to surprise him, and it's going to be one of the greatest moments of his life.
Oh, wow.
And that's my expectation. That's what I was thinking. And then he didn't show up. So that's the sound of the bus going over Jackson on your birthday right there. And then tomorrow, it's a new day. Now we're going to take it in our own hands. So I'm thinking we might have a dancing panda bear tomorrow right here.
Wow.
Or
I don't know about that.
At the very least, Bart's gonna ride a unicycle for you.
Now that I would,
with a happy
I would
birthday
enjoy.
hat on.
I don't know that that's
We'll
gonna
try
happen.
that. Heath is in Cabot. Heath, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Heath.
I tell you guys what, listen, I think this is the first time in a long time that Notre Dame actually had a true quarterback battle. I think fans are I'm excited to see what actually we all know what C.J. Carr can do, but in live gameplay it's going to be a little bit different. But if you hadn't seen the highlights, you hadn't seen practice, that kid is as talented as they come. But I also like Kenny Minchie. I mean, I would love to see that guy on the field. It really doesn't matter who starts. Both of them can get it done. So I want you guys to remember this name, Anais Williams. I believe he's going to get a lot of play time for the Irish this year. He's the third on the depth chart, but he had a really good season for him last year. I know everybody loves Price and Young. They know those names.
I don't know that
Darian
everybody
Price and Love, but look, Tidron Young. So I think they got 4 backs on the DK watch list this year. So I don't know. Anything can happen in football, but Bo, I wouldn't predict an upset, even if Arkansas is undefeated going into that game. I wouldn't bet on them. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between you and me, Heath. Thanks for the call, buddy. Kevin and Gravett, you're on the Chuck and Bo
That's
Show.
all that really needs to be said.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good
Hey,
morning.
Kevin,
Doing great.
Good. I just have 2 burning questions. One, did Chuck get the coffee he wanted to get today?
Yes. Thank you for asking.
Giant box of it and 1,000 Splenda packets.
And Bart had them strategically placed around the building this morning when I walked in, so I saw them first thing.
you got to take care of the talent, Chuck.
Well,
That's exactly right.
guess
Hair and
so.
makeup, and then he came out of that, and bang, there it was.
It's awesome.
And it's Edward's birthday, and Chuck got treated today.
Yeah, it's a perfect day. Thank you, Bart.
Well, when you're number one.
That's true.
So then
Good point.
For you, Bo, did you win the fight?
You know, he never showed up. As soon as the show ended, I went around back behind the building. I was waiting for him between the building and the car wash. Never showed up.
Man, you scared the crap out of him. I mean, turning this place into a UFC forum, Bo.
I did see a construction worker and wondered if it was him and was hoping it wasn't, and so I left.
Good point. So, no, really seriously, I just wanted to – Chuck had a point a few days back about those that think the Hogs might suck. Go to a Razorback practice, see how hard they work, how hard the coaches work. I mean, most of our fan base wouldn't last 10 minutes in the Razorback practice. That's very true. He's right about that. And then some love for you, Bo. About 10 years ago at a Razorback luncheon, I met you. I think it was 10 years ago. Jeff Long was there.
Yeah.
And I walked up and said, hey, I enjoy your show, man. And you said, thank you. I have a lot of help. So for those that think you're an arrogant jerk, that's not the mark of arrogance.
Oh, nobody says that.
I know.
Well, that is true.
I know arrogance when I see it, but you were nice that day, and you had a great joke. You said, "Hey, Jeff, I wonder if John L. Smith even had his headset on that day." So it was funny.
We did have we did wonder if John L. was listening to Pandora in his headset, like Jimmy Buffett, instead of the coach's comms. But man, he was a walking Branson show act. But great guy. But man, he was a show act.
He was in over his head,
Yeah.
But
hey, thanks for calling, Kevin.
Hey,
Appreciate
you guys, keep it a good work.
it. All right, man. Great to hear from you. We do have a lot of help. I had even more. Even more back in the day when there was no Chuck.
Well, no, we got the best help.
I was propped up all the time. 877-377-6963 if you want to call or text. I will not. My goal today is to mention at least once a segment that it's Edward's birthday.
Yeah. It's also Robert Plant's birthday.
Yeah?
Lead singer of Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, that's right. He pointed that out.
Yeah.
Bart, what's the data that listen?
Let's just get to it. Let's cut to the
It's
chase.
also National Radio Day. I just wanted to bring that up.
It is.
Oh.
It is.
Actually, can I just try one more time? Because I've been trying for 40 minutes, and then we'll get to your data box after the break.
Sure.
But I've been trying for 40 minutes or so to play clips from Bobby Pitrino because people love to hear from Pitrino.
Play the hits.
And I played this clip, and I swear it says on here, Pitrino enjoying the QB room.
Double click on it.
Double click.
All right, let's try it.
What I really enjoy the most is the meeting room with the quarterbacks, because when we're in that meeting room, the time goes by like that, and you're out on the practice field, and that's a good group in there. They're good young men and very, very motivated and very dedicated. They put a lot of time in themselves without me in there, particularly with this new gadget that they got.
A new gadget that they got. Did he snap his finger again?
Yeah, he did.
Let me hear that.
What I really enjoy the most is the meeting room with the quarterbacks, because when we're in that meeting room, the time goes by like that.
Yeah,
I
there
love
it
that
was.
when he
The
does
snap.
that. He does the
snap.
Yeah. Hey, does that sound like genuine to you, Chuck?
It does.
About how he
It
feels
does.
about quarterback?
No, it does.
He doesn't really come off as somebody that's going to brag on the quarterback room if he doesn't really feel that way. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're right. I think that he's pretty direct in what he says. Has been over the years. I don't think he would say that if he didn't mean it. I believe him 100% when he talks about what he enjoys most is being in that meeting room with those quarterbacks and teaching and watching them learn. I don't doubt for a second that's the best part.
Yeah. So he talked yesterday. Also, let me give you a couple more things. This is, I don't know. Is he going to talk more this year?
I don't know how they're going to do this.
Will he get, or is it just preseason?
Most of the time in the current era, not just here, but lots of places, you get them before the season, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's the second time he's talked in camp.
When you come in and have a meeting on the depth and on that, Coach Pittman's in there, I'm in there, and the position coaches are in there, and sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't agree, and Coach Pitt's the boss, so he makes the final decision and figure out how to work guys into using what their skills are, because there's a lot of starters on offense when you look at receivers, tight ends, running backs, fullbacks. It just happens to be what you trot out there in the first play of the game on who really starts. But but we see it as a lot of starters on offense. Now the O-line's a little bit different. That's the 5 guys you want to get together and get to know each other and stay together and work and rely on each other. So that's one where you don't rotate as much on the O-line.
When we sit here in August, all we have are predictions, how we think things will go. Not just records, but how do you think things are going to go? How do you think the receivers are going to play, for example? When I hear Pitrino and when I've seen practice, what I feel like they have is a variety of guys who can make plays, a variety of playmakers. I feel like they have a couple of running backs that can make plays. They feel better about tight ends being able to make plays, block, slip out, be open. And they've got receivers, both deep threats and guys where you just want to get the ball in their hand in a little bit of space and let them go to work. More weapons than they had last year combined.
Oh, I agree with that. But I think it comes down to the guys up front.
100%.
Because you can't utilize all those guys if you're not good in that area. But I'm in full agreement that there are some very good skill players. There is a level of speed there that is what I would call SEC caliber. It's SEC speed. But, as we've seen before, in this league, there's a good chance the other side's going to have, like, monsters on the defensive line. And you better be able to handle that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they made the moves they needed to.
I think so, too.
I think they're going to be better, but are they going to be good enough? We'll see. But I like how the offense is coming together. By the way, Pitrino mentioned Niall Davis the other day when he was talking about Mike Washington. Do you know who he mentioned yesterday talking about Cam Shanks?
Who?
To be honest with you, I don't spend any time at all watching special teams in practice, but I do remember him from a year ago, from what he did at UAB and, to lead the nation in 3 different categories and see what he did out, on the field. Very, very impressive. And his quickness as a receiver and his toughness, that would remind me a lot of Joe. Joe was unbelievably quick, change of direction, stop and go, and then tough and enjoying running the ball. When you got that mental toughness, it helps a lot.
Joe Adams.
I can see Joe on those drag routes, man. I mean, he talked about running with the ball, after the catch. And again, I don't think anyone who's had much experience with Coach Pitrino over the years doesn't, knows that he doesn't, he's not going to say it if he doesn't mean it. I've just seen it happen too many times, declining to talk about things that he didn't have a real interest in, and then jumping on things that he does. And I don't think he'd mention names like Niall Davis and Joe Adams if he didn't feel like those guys had a chance to be those type players.
Remember when he lined Joe Adams up at tailback one time?
Yeah.
What if we see Cam Shanks line up at tailback at some point this year?
Feed the studs.
Yes, sir.
Feed the studs. And, Raylan Sharp. Raylan Sharp was a quarterback. Pretty good one. In high school, Allen, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. There's some guys that could do some different things.
Fun to be had. Sterling's in Center Ridge. Hey, Sterling, it's Edward's birthday. Good morning.
Hey, I'm doing great, and happy birthday, Edward. I treasure every one of them.
Yeah.
Don't never get
Thanks,
to the
Sterling.
point.
Thank you.
Don't never get to the point where you don't treasure them birthdays.
Amen.
And always celebrate them. Always. The present, it's called the present because you know why? Because it's a gift from the Almighty. Guys, these first 5 games, I think we can come out there 5-0.
That's my man.
We can do it.
That's my man.
I'm ready to roll right now.
Yeah, that's my man.
I mean, I'm taking it that Pittman is not going to just sit here and lie to me. He told me he had a dang good football team. And he had no reason to lie to me or the rest of the state. And I believe the man, and if we got a returning quarterback, and I don't care if it was Pitrino was offensive coordinator or Houston Nutt was offensive coordinator, a guy in his second year should be better than what he was in his first year. And he was pretty doggone good last year. Just need to take care of the ball better, and I think he will. So there's no reason to believe that we're not going to be much improved. There's no reason to believe that you can't go to Oxford and lose. There's no reason to to concede anything in August. That don't make any sense if you're any kind of competitor or any kind of, I ain't gonna say a real fan, and I consider myself a realistic fan. You know, I consider myself that I feel as, you know, we got to go in cycles here at Arkansas, and to do that, you got to have a great coach. Now, I ain't saying Pittman's a great coach, but I think he's a pretty dang good one, and he has won 9 games in this league. And I just believe that this team's gonna be much improved, and that things gonna fall our way. It's time. It's time. You know, the thing about this program that's good and it's solid. It's not like Alabama and Ohio State where Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny can come and win 10 games. You know, you gotta be a real good coach to do it. And with Pittman, I think Pittman's top attribute is the way he can relate to his players and how he can get them to play a little bit better than what they are. And I think this is the year that they're going to do that. And, you know, I ain't saying we ought to give him a contract extension or anything, but if he wins 7 or 8 games, he need to be commended and not called you accepting mediocrity. And because this job's hard. It's hard, and I think he's doing a decent job at it. Y'all guys have a great day.
You too, Sterling. Thank you. Well, he's getting ready for football season.
Yeah, Sterling's ready.
You're not messing around.
Sterling's ready.
They don't mess around at Teamwork Roofing either. I don't know about you, but I love doing business with people I know because I feel like I can trust them, and if there is some sort of issue, I can get a hold of them. We can figure it out. And that's what you get with Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Great people, communicate really well with you, prompt and professional, attention to detail, clear communication, reliability, post-project support, skilled troubleshooting, quality workmanship, transparent pricing, flexible scheduling options. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. You need a roof, new, a re-roof, commercial, residential, all of that stuff. Built on quality, powered by Teamwork. Check out their Facebook page as well for videos, pictures of the work they do. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Teamworkbuilt.com. 877-377-6963. We'll get back to the phones and Bart's Box of Data coming up on Edward's birthday.
I'm amazed at the number of people who think they're smart.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life, too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. If you need to replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use the professionals to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best option for your home. Visit gopaschal.com and with just a few clicks, see how much you can save with the Paschal price check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Why deal with the stress of commercial travel when you can fly on your schedule with Jet Aircraft? No TSA lines, no baggage claim, no waiting around. Just you and your crew flying in comfort and style. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a golf trip, or planning your football travel for the fall, Jet makes it easy. Seats up to 9 with a full bar, custom catering, and plenty of space. Visit Jet NWA for pricing and more. That's Jet with 2 T's.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
back to Save Sports Radio.
You think you're on anybody's pickup list at school?
No.
Chuck Barrett able to pick up my kid.
No, that I doubt that.
I'm gonna write you in.
All right, good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, if you're getting ready for football on Saturday, we got 5 games, I believe. So no more empty Saturdays. We got one more empty Razorback Saturday. But you want to watch games, watch them at walk-ons. 60 TVs at every location, and some of them have more. Ask about Flight by Yingling on draft. It tastes like a Yingling, but it's only 95 calories. It's the next generation of light beer, Flight by Yingling. And it looks cool. Like the tap looks cool. The bottle looks cool.
Well, that's important.
It is important.
Walk-ons would be good Saturday. Because, here's the thing about Iowa State and Kansas State. We're all excited to watch college football. But, the game may be may not be any good. By the second quarter, it's like, man, I wish there was a better game on today. But if you're a walk-ons, you stay and have a good time.
And you have lots of things on TV.
That's right.
You can watch
Many
golf,
options.
you can watch many games at one time.
That's right.
It's the best sport. And they have amazing food.
They do.
They really have great food across the board, an expansive menu. Christian is in Rogers. Christian, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Doing great, man. Hope you're well.
Yeah, so I just have 2 quick questions for you. Number one, if you had to guess how this season is going to go and what our record will be at the end of the year, what do you guys think? How's that going to go? And if Arkansas is going to upset one team this year, which team is that going to be?
Well, let's ask you. What do you think?
I'm thinking we'll be better than last year. If I had to guess, I'm going to say 7-6. And if we're going to upset, or 7-5, excuse me. And if we're going to upset any team, I'd have to go Ole Miss. That would be my hope, at least.
That's not a terrible call early in the year. I don't hate that. I think they're going to beat either Ole Miss or Notre Dame, if you want to make predictions. And they got a chance. We haven't seen anybody play yet, but if we're looking at it today and what we know and how things set up, I think either one of those things could happen.
Yeah. Year 2 of Bobby Pitrino, year 2 of Taylon Green, I think we kind of have to be better than last year. Kind of worried about the defensive line, but other than that, I think overall we'll be a better team, but this schedule is pretty brutal. So
It is.
You never really know until the season plays out.
That's exactly right. We don't. Here's what I love about the Notre Dame situation. Notre Dame is, let's call them what they are. They are as big a brand as you can have in college football. The advantage sometimes of being in Arkansas is not being the team that goes into everybody else's stadium and it's their Super Bowl. This is going to be like a Super Bowl for Arkansas. I know they play in the SEC. I know they play great teams. Notre Dame has never been here. That's going to be, I can't imagine that game is not an amazing atmosphere and all the pomp and circumstance and hype around that game. It just is the kind of game you play above your head for.
I think they will play over their heads. I would expect them to, and I don't mean that you're not good if you play a great game that it's just because you played over your head that day. I think Arkansas is good enough, to go out there and go toe to toe with them. But I think the biggest, you talk about that game. You need success before that game. I mean, that's the 5th game of the year. Now, Notre Dame is that kind of standalone game, that regardless of where you are, it's going to stand alone and it's going to be a big game. But, boy, if you have some success before then.
Have some confidence, feeling good about yourself.
At 11 o'clock in the morning, Bart, that place will be rocking, baby.
It's going to be. Don't agree, Bart? You think 11 a.m.? I know you hate it. You and my buddy Aaron Stahl. Stahl, my buddy, he's asked for your help. He's I don't know, launching maybe a college football lawsuit. I don't know, website. He's on Reddit. I don't know where he's going with this, but he texted me in the middle of the night one night and sent me this thing that he's doing, and he's so mad about 11 a.m. kickoffs, so mad. But that's when they're playing the game, and I think that's going to be a highly unusual 11 a.m. atmosphere.
I hope it is. I hope it is. I feel bad for everybody involved that game got slotted at 11 a.m. I feel bad for the fans of both teams. I feel bad for the players, for the coaching staffs that game is not at night. I feel bad for the administration. I feel
the entire country.
I feel bad for the whole team. No, because that's
our
something.
country's hurting.
Bad
Bart.
for America.
America's hurting.
You
build.
I
feel bad for Sean Hannity, Jake Tapper.
A game like that.
Where's Bill O'Reilly? I feel bad for Bill O'Reilly.
I feel bad for local businesses. I feel bad. I feel bad for everybody, man.
I feel bad. I feel bad for you, Chuck.
It's tragic.
You got to call the game.
It's pathetic, man.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
It's tragic.
It is, but
it's pathetic. Let me reiterate. It is pathetic.
I got 3 words for you. Pathetic. Right there.
that game is being played at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be a great atmosphere.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be
awesome. I hope it is.
It is.
I
you know it is.
Man, I've seen a lot of and this is not just at Arkansas. I've seen a lot of in recent years big games, quote unquote, air quotes, big games happening at 11 a.m. and the stadium's just been kind of
the people
lifeless.
agree with
you. What'll make me feel bad, Bart, is if we have to come in here on Monday morning and talk about how lame the atmosphere was. That's what'll make me feel bad.
Who will Bart blame that day?
That's what'll make me feel really bad.
That'll be the day I won't stop calling ESPN until somebody picks up and it gives me an answer
he's
to
gonna,
why.
He's going to call the switchboard. Call the switchboard.
As to why this game's
Have you called the switchboard and complained?
I have not.
Yeah.
I have not.
I've got plenty of ESPN numbers, but I want to remind you that is a huge place. And they could pass you around to 15 people and nothing can happen.
I know. I mean, look. Gosh.
You ready for this? Edward's birthday. You ready for this? Brian and Ozark, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
That's a birthday gift.
Hey, Chuck, I'm just wondering, what are you putting in that Kool-Aid?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. What did I say that made you ask that? Was there something specific I said?
I guess I meant Bo. I mean, because when I hear Sterling call in and talk about Arkansas could go 5-0, makes me wonder what he's been drinking in the morning and possibly eating them psychedelic mushrooms, because Arkansas's not going 5-0.
Brian, with all due respect, you're the only guy that calls the show that sounds like you're on psychedelic mushrooms.
Yeah, well, I'm also realistic. I know Arkansas at best is going 5-7.
Hey, what's the score of that Texas-Ohio State game going to be? What are you thinking on that? Seriously, what are you thinking? How bad's Texas going to beat them, Brian?
7 or 10.
Okay.
What?
7 or 10.
7 to 10 points.
In Columbus?
And I'll say this.
I've never
I'll
pulled
say
for
this
Ohio
because-
State before, but I'm going to.
Yeah. Well, you should. I mean, any Razorback fan should, because they couldn't beat Ohio State either. But Texas will beat them because Texas has the most dominant defense that Ohio State's going to see this year. Texas is not afraid to play anybody on the road, and they've proven that since they haven't been beat on the road in 2 years.
Did you say? Let me go back. Did you say Arkansas is going to be 5-7 this year?
Yeah.
That's your guaranteed prediction.
Yeah.
That's your lock.
Yeah.
That's gone up
Yeah.
because I have on my prediction board from July 18th that he projected that we were going to win 4 games. So
Wow.
He's
what-
becoming
He's
more
starting to believe.
optimistic.
He's starting to believe.
Coming around.
Yeah.
I have it right here written down.
No,
on the
I don't believe in
projection
Arkansas at all.
sticky note board.
You
I
have the
have it
worst.
here.
So what's it going to be?
You
4-8
got
or
the
5-7, Brian? What's it going to be? Make a call. 4-8 or 5-7? What is it?
Either way, you're still a loser. I
No,
don't
what
know.
is it? What is
No,
it?
make a call. Come on, what is it?
Brian? There's a reason we're asking.
I believe 4-8, best 5-7.
Okay.
That's your winning record,
Which-
5-7.
Which,
All right.
yeah, you can't pick. You can't just solidify one in concrete today.
Hey, how
I'll
come
say
that?
this: you ain't gonna go to a bowl game.
Okay, Brian. What if
No bowl
Arkansas
game for
goes to a bowl game? Since you're so confident, what are you going to do?
Laugh.
You're going to laugh if they go to a bowl
Laugh.
game.
I'm just gonna laugh.
You don't want to make a bet or anything?
They're
You-
not going to a bowl game.
Okay.
No.
Well, you're so confident in that. Why don't we place a friendly wager on it?
Yeah, like what?
You come up here and we whip your ass.
Well, you couldn't. You're too old and bald.
I didn't say me.
You're too
I
old.
said a collective we. Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. 7:33.
You can tell I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Chevy of Fayetteville has over 200 new vehicles on the lot right now. So if you're in the market, now's the time to make a move. That includes the brand new Chevy Traverse, the Chevy Trax, and all the favorites like the Tahoes and Suburban. And for truck lovers, there are Silverados in stock and ready for immediate delivery. So go see Chris, Mark, Denver, and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
Know what else makes you an Arkansas Razorback fan? Going to the University of Arkansas. How about playing football for the team?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
like it's kind of my duty to keep Chuck moving. And so I'm just saying, I think one more experience this summer.
I might have one. I might have one left in me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bo, you have rallied the people. You have rallied the people. Everyone wants to drive to Fayetteville. In the case of one gentleman, Adam, from Panama City, Florida, he's going to buy a plane ticket. Maybe even charter a plane. So he can come up here and join you in said...
The old-fashioned dunk tank. Yeah. We could raise so much money.
Oh, that's not what you said.
With Brian from Ozark.
That's not what you said. You didn't say, we'll put you in a dunking booth. You didn't say that.
Nope.
That don't pack a lunch.
Yeah. Better bring an army, buddy.
Oh, my gosh. What am I doing? It's 2 mornings in a row. Man, I must be, I don't know, I must be feeling it right now.
I don't know, man.
I guess so.
It must be.
Well, I have come into some bigger friends lately.
I noticed that. You bulked up. You got your workout thing. You're feeling safe. Got all these big people around you.
That's right.
It's like, you want a piece of me, pal? Come on.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
It's like Bo's protected by an offensive line now.
Well, I need to be. Arkansas Dave in Mount Ida, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Good morning, you knuckleheads.
Yeah,
good morning.
Arkansas Dave, what's up?
I just wanted to, Chuck, Bo, both of y'all, is there the 11 o'clock games, would you call it a curse or an omen? And who, because we lose all of them, who schedules those, and does Hunter have any input on those times on those 11 o'clock games that we hate?
He does, and he gave it, and they didn't listen to him. Like, he actually submitted a request to the league office before they came out with the schedule and said, I have one request, and ADs can do that. It doesn't mean they're going to honor it. And he said, I have one request, and we would like to not play the Notre Dame game in the morning. We'd like that to be an afternoon game, but if all possible, a night game. And they got the schedule out, and it was at 11 a.m. It's kind of like asking for no mayo or no tomato, and they give you double.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't hear him at the drive-through window.
Chuck, guys, is there any rumor that Gruden's waiting in the wings to see how the season goes? Have y'all heard anything at all?
Yeah, he's down Hot Springs
sure
right now.
He is.
Got him a
He's
place
staying at
kinda hanging
Pittman's.
out.
He's staying actually at Pittman's house in Hot Springs, waiting out the season.
Yeah.
And then they're going to trade places.
At the condo on the lake, I drive by it all the time when I cross Lake Hamilton right there.
That's right down there in your car.
So if you go by there today, you'll probably see Gruden outside drinking a Corona, and he's going to be there all year. Season ends, they're going to swap. It's already done deal. They've made the deal.
I wanted Chuck's honest opinion if he thought that could be a possibility since Gruden has been cleared of that email stuff. Is he waiting on the wings to see how the season plays out?
Yeah, I think he is, no question.
And he'd be next in line, you think, Chuck?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Zero doubts.
I have no
you
idea.
have zero doubts.
He'd be a good X&O guy. He's a good lead Pitrino over there with him.
Yeah.
Who else do you want on this staff?
Let's see. I don't know who else would be.
How about Kyle Shanahan? You want Kyle Shanahan on the staff?
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be a
what
good
about
one.
Andy Reid? Andy Reid would be a fit with those guys. Now that I'm thinking about it, Jimmy Johnson would be a great, just sort of chief of staff.
Yeah. Leave Barry in Oklahoma. We don't need him. But I can see Gruden up there on the hill, and I appreciate you guys' time. Chuck, I always enjoy all your play-by-play. It's excellent, and I miss Keith Jackson. You ever hear from him?
Yeah, I hear from him every once in a while. He's doing well. I'll tell him you asked.
All right, appreciate you guys. Have a great day.
You too, Arkansas Dave. Here's the thing about that conversation. I genuinely, I don't know Arkansas Dave, but I want to. And he seems likable and like somebody that, you could be around. But he kept being serious about something that we were not being serious about. And then I started to feel bad about it. Because I feel like he wanted a real answer.
Well, I mean,
Well,
I don't, you never say never, but I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But that is, it's.
But then he started putting people together.
Oh, he's building a staff.
It was.
Yeah, well, it's the most important thing a head coach can do is build a staff.
Look, can we just break it down for a second? What about John Gruden next to Bobby Pitrino makes Bobby Pitrino better?
I have no idea.
Like, what was that part of the conversation? Help me with that. If we could just get Gruden next to Bobby, then Bobby could really flourish. You think that, really? Because those are two kind of like super alpha males.
Well, I don't think we're going to have to worry about it. That's just my feeling. Is that's just me.
Everybody's welcome to their opinion. That's just flat out wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, it's Bo, and for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
When is the last time you thought, oh, the SEC's making an announcement today, and it's going to be good for the Hogs?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
everybody wants to win. When you, as a fan or a person or whoever, make everything about winning, you're saying that only winning is acceptable. And I guarantee you, you don't win every single day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Winning every day.
Ever going to get to what Bart wanted to talk about?
I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Office at 5:50 this morning.
I have my favorite
Cornered us.
text of the day, though, Michael in Huntsville. Bo's acting like Muscleman now. Remember Muss would charge those around. You guys are lucky Keith Smart's holding me back.
Exactly. Ronnie Brewer, let's stand over there, and you couldn't even see Muss.
I know. Edward and Bart holding Bo back. Hey, Brian, you're lucky Edward and Bart are holding me back.
Jeez. I did say we as a collective.
Yeah, no, you
we.
did.
I
No,
wasn't
you
talking about
were.
me.
No, you're right.
But I thought it was a fair bet. Like if he's such an antagonist for all of Arkansas that he wants to, stick
Everybody
his chest
wants
out,
to get their lick in.
talk about
for
4 and
sure.
8, 5 and 7, and then want to make a bet. And what happens if we win? Well, you come up here and we beat your, and let's go.
Somebody knock him down and Bo start kicking.
Yeah, that's right. I'll get the last shot in.
That's right.
As I run away, like these fights on the golf course that you see on
those are the
social media.
best, man.
They're like trying not to get hit.
That
They're
guy-
like they go running at a guy and they like swing their arm and keep on running,
And
so
then
they don't get hit.
You see some of them, it's like they get out of that golf cart and it dawns on them, uh-oh. I may have written a check here that I can't
the
cash,
worst.
you know.
Oh, we're not fighting, but it is funny.
Yeah.
Here's one. What's really in that Sweating 'em Edge, Bo?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Let me
That
tell
was
you.
good.
Let me tell you. You can go to the Sweating 'em Edge and find out. Google the Sweating 'em Edge. You can find out for yourself. It's been great for me.
Yeah, Bo's a papaw now.
That's
And,
another
like,
thing.
He's going to
that
be
we're
able to
getting.
tell the grandchild, I don't take any crap from anybody.
Wow, look at this one. Look at this one. It's a day for Bo to be a smart bleep today. And then it's a paragraph.
Uh-oh.
This guy's in his feelings.
Yeah, the paragraph.
Uh-oh.
The paragraph is when you really get it going. Yeah. That's a.
Well, if you just look at his
when
history
the
of
word
text, it tells you
testosterone's
everything.
in there, when
Yeah.
the word testosterone's in there, you know that
Yeah.
it's going to be on your normal text.
There's a lot in there.
Old man Chuck.
There's a lot in there. Yeah, I have the Papal thing is that's real. Maybe it just brings out the extra dad. In
I mean, this guy took shots at everyone
He really
besides
did.
me.
He really
Well,
did. Well, it's your birthday.
I
You send
appreciate that.
Listen,
Yeah,
if
it's your
you
birthday.
send a paragraph, it's like writing an email to the district manager at Wendy's because they, left pickles on your burger. I mean, if you have that kind of time,
I'm going to write a letter to your district manager.
if you have that kind of time to send, like that, I mean, you probably need to be more productive.
Old man Chuck in the corner.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Bart get a manicure listening to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, personal comments.
Ooh.
Yeah, they hit below
Oh,
the belt.
wow,
Yeah,
Bart.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Probably a shot about a pumpkin spice latte coming here in a minute.
Well, look, I don't concern myself with the opinions of idiots.
Certainly not.
Bart, the wolf doesn't worry about the sheep, friend.
That's a kinder way of saying what I said.
Hey, if you're thinking about going on a trip, you've only got a day. You got to get in and out. Jet Aircraft can help make that happen for you. Maybe you're a traveler for business a lot, and you're looking at one of these jet companies because you got to fly private a lot. Go to jetnwa.com. Ask about their jet card. You don't get stranded. Their customer and care and service is beyond reproach. You can stay overnight if you need to. Your plans can change if they need to. There are no blackout dates when you get your jet card. All of that is worth checking out at jetnwa.com. But maybe you're looking for a guy's trip. Maybe you're going to go to a road game for the Razorbacks this fall. You want one game. You want to get in and out. You can split it up with your buddies. JetNWA.com. Jet with 2 T's.
Guys, regardless of our age, feeling good is something we all want. That's what the Sweating 'em Edge is all about. It's where health, confidence, and peak performance come together. We all face challenges like low energy, hair loss, who's looking at me, stubborn weight, and skin health. The good news is we can do something about it. Get your free evaluation today and see where you are. Chuck and I have both done it and are better off for it. Log on to sweatingthemcosmetic.com and click on the Sweating 'em Edge.
As a play-by-play announcer, my eyes are everything. I need to see every detail on the field to call the game the right way. So when cataracts started affecting my vision, I knew I couldn't wait. I went to Dr. Betts and the team at McDonald Eye Associates. And truthfully, I wish I'd done it years ago. The difference is incredible. The whole experience was professional, easy, and honestly life-changing. If your vision's holding you back, take it from me. Don't put it off any longer. Schedule your appointment with McDonald Eye Associates today.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
We were 0-5. They put us all in the coffin. They just didn't put the nails in.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I got a legitimate question. You and me go play Oakmont today. What do we shoot?
I think we break 100.
There's no way.
I think we break 100.
That is
barely.
the most ridiculous thing of all the ridiculous things you've said, and you've said a lot of ridiculous things. That's the most ridiculous.
That is absurd. The number I had in mind, just so you know, was 150.
No.
Yes.
We're breaking 150.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Oh, this is so good.
Having a Diet Coke over there, ice cold.
It is an ice cold
right
can
out of the refrigerator
of the best canning company. I don't know where Diet Coke you can get.
Yeah,
this is.
It looks good.
Oh,
that looks real good.
It is.
Edward likes a good day. It's his birthday.
It is Edward's birthday.
27, the ripe old age of 27.
I mean, I would have never guessed that in a million years.
God.
Edward seems so just wise, handsome.
He came out of the womb 30. I mean, he's 30 years old when he came out of the womb.
100%.
He's one of those guys. He's just
100%.
mature.
It turns out he was 3 days old the day I came rolling into Arkansas with my U-Haul trailer.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
3 days old.
Yeah.
Invisible strength.
I was in my 7th year of baseball, so, I feel a little older.
Yeah. Well, glad you're here. Glad it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Jackson, the intern, no-showed again today, or we would have birthday stuff for you. So tomorrow, we will take it into our own hands, and Bart will put a care package together for you.
Bart, you don't have to do that.
and it's gonna be 2 days of birthdays for you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Bart's been sitting on his own box of data. He's got a box he wants to unpack.
He's been sitting on it. The box is misshaped.
Well, we were going to get into it earlier, and one thing led to another, and then someone yelled fight, and all of a sudden the show took a totally different direction.
It did, man. People started coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, all you got to do is say fight.
I mean, it's amazing.
It is.
It was like a magical word, like button pushed, bang.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Man, this thing took off today. And I don't have anything to say, but yay. What a time. What a time to be alive.
There you go.
All right, Bart's in the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Where's Eddie?
We need Eddie back.
Where the flip is Eddie?
I don't know.
Come on, man. Eddie. Seriously.
Where's Duval Wally?
That is one of the best ones ever.
That's one of the best ones of all time.
Where's Duval Wally?
Oh, that's so good. Oh, he's a gem. He's a gem. I mean, we are. Are we gonna hear from him in game week?
I hope so.
We will.
If
we will.
I am dang near on the verge of sending him a text.
You're gonna drive down to Clarksville.
If he doesn't text me back.
It's unacceptable now. It's unacceptable in the future. It's unacceptable tomorrow.
I might call him like we did Jackson. If we don't hear from him, we might call him on the air.
Well, I don't know.
On my phone. We might.
Get him live on the air, totally different voice.
I miss
him. Bo. Yeah, this is Eddie. What do you want?
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be something.
Behind the curtain, like going behind the curtain of
Wizard of
professional wrestling.
Oz.
Yeah.
He's out of character.
Yeah, that'd be
Well,
funny.
that'd be disappointing.
Yeah, well, actually, it would be
disappointing.
So let's not do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Always stay in character.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
All right, Bart, what do you have?
So there's been a lot of talk in recent weeks about kind of the expectations for the Razorback program, right? And kind of what this program is, what they should be, what fans' expectations should be, what all that looks like. And so instead of just continuing to yap about it, I decided to look at the data and look at what this program has historically been to give us an idea of what the expectation can realistically be, what fans should realistically expect. Yes, Chuck.
Well, because what you hear from a lot of people, you brought it up yesterday, is I don't think 7 or 8 wins. And jumping up to 9 or 10 every 4, I don't think that's unrealistic. I don't think that's out of bounds. I hear that more than I hear anything else from Razorback fans.
And what the data shows is that they're not really wrong, at least not that far off when people say that. So I looked at every Razorback football season from the time Frank Broyles became head coach through last year. And I looked at different. I looked at different eras.
Was it 58?
54, maybe? No, that's too early.
Yeah, 58, I think.
And I broke it down into different eras, but also looked at kind of the overall picture. I looked at average wins, how many 9-win seasons, how many 8-win seasons for the Razorbacks. And in total, since Frank Broyles became the head coach, Arkansas's averaged 7 wins a season, has won 9 or more games 36% of the time, and has won 8 or more games 51% of the time. Now, obviously, I understand that spans 2 different conferences, right? Like that spans the Southwest Conference to the SEC, right? And there have been some down moments in the SEC. But if you want to just look at the Houston Nutt and Bobby Pitrino era, right, the time when Arkansas has been most successful in the league, averaged 7.8 wins a year, had a 9-win season 43% of the time, had an 8-win season 64% of the time under Nutt and Pitrino. And look, since Arkansas joined the SEC, a lot of mistakes have been made. I think that's fair to say. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. Jack Crow was not the right guy to lead Arkansas into the SEC, right? Danny Ford was not a great hire. Like he was past his prime at that point. John L. Smith, Chad Morris, with all due respect, one of the worst hires in the history of the league and maybe college football, at least in terms of major college football. If you take those seasons away, those mistakes away, it's still an average of almost 7 wins a year and winning 8 or more games half the time. On average, every other year is an 8 or more win season. So to all the people who say, this program could be better, the data agrees with you. Like, the numbers say, yes, that is true. And it's not easy, but look, averaging 7 wins a year, winning 8 or more games every other year, that's a reasonable expectation because that's what this program has been, with the exception of mistakes. And I think that's what we can call mistakes. When mistakes get made, it can throw everything out the window. But on average, this is what the program can be. And this is what it should shoot for. So the fans who say, yeah, let's be better than just a 5 or 6 win program every year, you're right. That's what this program is. It is better than that.
So, yeah, a couple things. I would need to know about the rest of the league and where their average win total has been over a similar period of time. And when you put a bunch of programs in a league and they all have something like that or higher, now you have a math problem.
That's right.
So now you have a new thing of better teams competing against each other. But I think if you go back and you look, most of the years when Arkansas is not winning that number of games, they're losing close games. They're always, it feels like most of the years, not counting Chad Morris, most years this is a competitive program. And the years that you have great years are where you end up with better in-state talent, or in today's world, you get really good transfers. I feel like there's been this last 3 or 4 year period too, where the NIL era and the money that's being spent and all that stuff, players are leaving for more money. You're not getting certain players because you don't have enough money. All those things factor in as well. And I think we're also in a time where less high school football talent is coming out of our state than in some of those previous years. So there's just so many factors to all of this. But if you were to ask me, do I think on a year in and year out basis that Arkansas should win 7 or 8 games? Yeah, I think they should. But that's in a vacuum and in such a broad conversation. Like take, for example, this year's schedule. You have a top 3 difficult schedule in the country. If you have Missouri's schedule, winning 7-8 games is not only the expectation, you're going to be disappointed if you don't win that or more. If you have Kansas State's schedule, we went over that. You feel like you win 10 games. You feel like Kansas State plays your schedule, and you had them at 4 or 5 wins this year. All of those things matter. But as a program, I don't feel like Arkansas is anywhere near, what we think of Vanderbilt. Like, we have resources in this state. The facilities are great. We have a great fan base. We do have traditions here. It matters, and it can be, and I know will be better. Might be better this year. But there's also some other factors that I just went over that if you don't include those, you're not really getting the whole picture.
Well, I think, for example, you look at the number of 9-win seasons Arkansas has had. It's not lost on me. 17 of them came before they joined the SEC, and only 7 have come since. You look at the 8-win seasons, go down. 32 of them came before the SEC. 12 of them have come since. There's a big difference. I mean, there's just a big difference. There are certain points where, things change. College football changed in the late 60s, and around 1970, you had integration in the South. That changed everything. When Arkansas went to the SEC, everything changed. Now we're in the NIL open transfer portal era. Things change. There aren't that many programs who've been able to sustain success through all of those eras. Arkansas had a lot of success. I mean, I'm just looking at the numbers you put here, Bart. The double-digit numbers, the big numbers, all came pre-SEC. I mean, you look at the average number of wins. The Nutt Pitrino eras produced an average of 7.8 wins, all SEC. Crow Ford 4.8, post Pitrino 5.2, Broyle 7.6, Holtz 8.8, Hatfield 8.8. First off, could Broyles have survived 7.5 wins for 20 years in the modern era? I don't think so.
No, of course not.
But all this is great. But I do think that, it's not lost that the majority of the success came before the SEC.
100%. But that's why I kind of broke it down and said without some of the mistakes that were made, like this is still on average a 7-win a year program that can jump up to 8 or more wins on average every other year.
One of the things that's got to be said, though, is early in the SEC, Crow and Ford, those were not mistake hires.
That's fair.
Arkansas was woefully unprepared for the SEC, and the operative word there is woefully. I mean, I was there. They weren't even on the same page with a lot of the teams they were playing. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. And Ford came in, and Ford replenished and emphasized line of scrimmage play and had really good line coaches on both sides of the ball. And they were better in that area when Houston Nutt came in. Nutt infused an attitude of winning. He was the first coach we've ever had that dared to utter the words national championship. Now, we turned that around on him and used it against him at the end. But, those are the guys that have had the success.
Two quick things I want to add here. One is that it is important to realize that, during the Broyles era and during much, if not all, the Holtz and Hatfield eras, Arkansas was playing a different number of games every year as well.
You're right.
They're playing one fewer game. So those numbers are actually like even better, right?
I think that's the hardest part for people to get their head around, and we can go take a call here, is the difference between the Southwest Conference and the SEC.
Right.
And what's changed in that time.
Yeah.
But like Chuck has pointed out before, you can go back and look historically too at Arkansas' schedule, the kind of teams they played, and then they get in a bowl game And they'd play somebody from the SEC or whatever and get beat.
What I don't understand is we got a YouTube comment here from Marcus that says 8 wins should be the standard with the occasional dip to 6 or the occasional rise to 9 or more. I literally just told you that the data shows that this is, on average, a 7-year-a-win program.
Well,
since Frank Broyles.
Since
to
Frank
now.
Broyles, but
And so to say 8 should be the standard, that has not been the standard for 70 years. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, that's your problem is reading the text.
Well,
Some of the text you just have to realize what you're dealing with. Matt in Morrilton. Matt, we'll take your call. Good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Good morning, guys. So I did a little bit of research. It's actually a discussion on X, and you know how those discussions go. So I did a little bit of research yesterday. And since 1992, okay, and since Arkansas joined the SEC, there are only 6 SEC programs that have averaged over 8 wins a year, 2 of which have only been in the conference for 1 year, Oklahoma and Texas. So since 92, Georgia and Oklahoma have averaged 9 wins a year. Bama and Florida are just under 9. They're at 8.9. And then LSU and Texas are at 8.4 and 8.2. The only other Arkansas, Ole Miss, and South Carolina, Kentucky, Missouri, they all average 6 wins a year during that span. Kentucky, Vandy, and Mississippi State, they're at the bottom. Arkansas is only ahead of South Carolina, Kentucky, Vandy, and Mississippi State, slightly behind Ole Miss and Missouri during that time period. Now, keep in mind, Missouri also had 20 years of playing in the Big 12 to help them out with their resume, too. And plus, I think most would agree Missouri has always played an easier non-conference schedule. But, I mean, that's where it is. The Auburn, which I think all of us would agree, Auburn's been a very good program. They've had 3 years, they've had 3 undefeated seasons in that span. And Auburn still does not average 8 wins a year. Despite all the recruiting advantages Auburn has next to the panhandle of Florida, next to, being only 2 hours away from Atlanta, Auburn is not up there with 8 wins a year. So it is going to be difficult. I think there's going to be times like Ole Miss is experiencing now where those programs that I mentioned are, maybe what South Carolina did under Spurrier, where your programs are kind of your middle of the pack to the bottom, that they're going to succeed at times, but they're also going to have those 3-win years that a program like Auburn has shown in the past that it could, or even Curly Hallman and Jared DiNario at LSU had. So there's just so many programs fighting for that 8 wins a year. I think if you took a sports radio show in Columbia, South Carolina today, they'd probably say exactly what you're saying about the Gamecocks, even though historically that's been a pretty bad program.
Yeah, we got to take a break. It's we're in the science lab here. We're in the football science lab, Chuck. There's so many different
numbers are flying around everywhere.
And actually, at the end of the day, comes down to a math problem. Like, who's going to be that team every year? Because as Carl Ravitch would tell you, you're going to go 500 against each other in the league.
Yeah.
It's a Chuck and Bo Show at 8:20. Good morning. I want to see you and Bart in the old 3-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer storms and heavy rains can sneak up fast, so make sure your gutters are ready to handle it all. Hog Trough Gutters, locally owned and operated with 30 years of experience, installs seamless gutters made on site to protect your home. They're fully licensed and insured. Every job is hydro tested, and each one comes with a 20-year warranty. Proudly serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. And if you're outside those areas, just give them a call or a text. Schedule your free inspection today at hoggutters.com.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party, or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Alyssa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our community. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here and there.
Just
let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who's going to be the first to get a Chuck and Bo tattoo? I mean, I think Chuck might do it.
No. You can have mine. You just get two of them.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What to watch is brought to you by Macadoodles. Man, we're going to have stuff to watch finally. Macadoodles is just north of the state line, just north of Bella Vista, where today it is Wine Down Wednesday. That is also true at Guess Who in Bentonville, and that means you get 15% off every bottle of wine in the store. It can already be on sale. It doesn't matter. If you're going to try something new, you got a special occasion coming up, or you just want to splurge on something, or maybe you're just looking for a good bottle of wine, you get 15% off today at Macadoodles. They have wine tasting, open to close, 7 days a week. Spirit tasting, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The best assortment of beer, wine, and spirits with a level of service that is unmatched at Macadoodles. They're going to walk you around the store, help you with all your needs, all your questions, and then walk it out to your vehicle for you. Just north of the state line, just north of Bella Vista, Macadoodles. And at Guess Who in Bentonville. Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine. Bart, what are we watching?
Real live college football this weekend.
We got to wait till Saturday.
We do have to wait till
no
Saturday.
Thursday game, none of that.
We'll have that next week. But 11 a.m. Saturday morning, number 22 Iowa State, 17th ranked Kansas State, coming to you live from the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah. Is College Game Day? Where are they on Saturday? They're not in Ireland, are they?
No.
No, I don't think they're doing a full-fledged
College Game Day on week 0.
I don't
think they're on site anywhere. If they are, it's I don't think they're going to Dublin.
Last year they were in Dublin. Like Notre Dame played over there, and they went there for week 0.
I'm sure they're doing a show. I just don't know where. I don't know. I don't know where it is.
I guess conceivably they can be in Dublin again, but I haven't heard that.
It doesn't. Yeah, if they're doing anything, I think it's probably in the studio.
I think it's a studio show.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is how College Game Day originated.
Well, whatever.
Back in the studio.
Well, we got college football.
Let's see. We've got Idaho State traveling to face Dan Mullen and the UNLV Rebels.
Let's see how they're doing.
That's at 3:00. 5:30. Fresno State is at Kansas. Got a brand new football or remodeled
big football
stadium
day
over
in
there.
Kansas. K-State and KU.
How about that? Mm-hmm. 6:00. Sam Houston is at Western Kentucky. You can catch that on CBS Sports Network if you're gambling on it or something like that.
Wow, that'd be you.
And then at 6:30 on CBS, I still can't get over this. CBS, Stanford at Hawaii.
I got to be honest.
CBS.
On a normal college
Prime
football
time.
weekend, I wouldn't watch any of those games. I mean, on a normal weekend, I might sit through a quarter of Iowa State and Kansas State, maybe.
But on Saturday, you're watching every single one of them.
Well, I mean, I'll pay more attention than usual. You're
Bart will
right.
have 34 bets on that game. The
probably
Oaklawn
not.
Sports app, he'll have 34 bets on that game.
That's
and you're
set
not
the total a
alone.
little higher,
You're not
a little
alone
lower.
on that. We're just excited for a game. That'll be as high a rated 11 a.m. game probably as you can get. And but then the day's over for me with college football. I will not be watching the other games.
No, I'll watch
my
Fresno
God.
State, Kansas. I'll even watch Stanford and Hawaii. Just
I'll
'cause
check in.
It'll probably be
I'll
weird.
check in.
It'll be
We'll check
weird.
in. That's true. I'll check in.
It'll be weird.
I'll keep
check
up.
in, but I'm not like
It's
planning
kind of
my
a
day
Pac-12
around
after
that.
dark situation.
I'm not planning my day around that. I think that's like 11 a.m. Watch the game and then go to the lake.
You gonna have finger food at your house, Bart? You gonna?
There is going to be a gathering. Yeah,
Okay.
there is
What?
a gathering.
You're
yeah.
having a party?
Wow.
Well, it's annual.
You gotta pull it out of it. You gotta pull it out of it.
It's fantasy football draft day.
Oh,
good.
And none of us are involved with that.
Nor do I want to be.
yeah. Well, it sounded fun until you said that.
Do you know how upset Bart would be if he came in here in like 6 weeks and found out Chuck and I were in a fantasy football league? And he didn't know anything about
He would
it?
be crushed.
He would be like, what? He would be so mad. And but there's no danger of that happening.
No, there's zero danger
There's
of that
zero
happening.
chance. By the way, what to watch tonight at the Catfish Hole.
Hey.
At the Catfish Hole. What do we have, Chuck?
First edition of the season of Sam Pittman Live.
Hey!
Yes.
Let's go.
That's right.
Let's go.
Kobe Branham and Devin Bayer will be the player guest tonight.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Brandon is a heck of an offensive lineman.
Branham's going to start a long time at Arkansas, I think.
There's people that, including you, have a lot of great things to say about him.
He's one of those guys that I think, however long he stays, we'll talk about his consecutive starts. You know, and look, offensive linemen are, you have injury situations. They can't always play every game, but I think he's going to play well and play a lot and play here and start for a while.
Yeah. What are you going to have tonight at the Catfish Hole?
Actually, I'm trying to make, I'm trying to drop a couple of pounds before the season opener. So
Really? You as a goal
I'm
of the
thinking
season
grilled catfish tonight.
Yeah? Oh,
I alternate back and forth.
Yeah, Edward. It's Edward's birthday. You should have some hush puppies for him.
That's true.
Ooh, I do like hush puppies. You know what I'm looking forward to with Sam Pittman Live?
What's that?
This season?
Edward, he's a non-factor for 2.5 hours.
Right.
And then Sam Pittman comes out.
What? Yeah,
and bang, here we go.
He called you a non-factor.
on his birthday,
I
less.
just meant on the air. I just meant on the air.
Wow.
He hadn't said anything on the
Holy
air.
cow.
And then he comes out of the woodwork bashing me.
I haven't said anything today, apparently.
Yeah, man, I've heard you all day.
That was a gut punch.
Yeah, I've heard you all day, Edward.
Yeah.
I've seen you. I've valued you.
I
I've
think
heard
Chuck's
you.
upset that the breakfast isn't here yet. And he's taking it down on me.
No.
No, it's your birthday, man. I mean,
No, you're always a factor, Edward.
if your wife's gonna 8:31, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Particularly in the South, I'm not sure there's a title that carries more weight than coach. Maybe preacher.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
unbeknownst to any of us how, got his iPad working to watch the British Open on his own.
I play the role of dumb blonde sometimes, but the reality is I am very skilled when it comes to the iPad.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'll tell you who's got skills. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. When it comes to buying or helping you buy a home or selling the home you have, nobody gets it done better than they do. They've been doing this a long time. And whether you are looking for a new home or whether you are looking for a place to list the home you have right now, one thing you always know is that when you partner with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, you're partnering with the best train in the business. Nobody has a better training program than Weicker does, and you can take advantage of that. As a customer, it helps you. It helps you find the home you're looking for. Their knowledge helps you get into that home, perhaps for less than you thought it was going to cost you. And when it comes time to list your home, hey, they got a list of buyers a mile long, and they can move that house. Put them to the test. I think you'll be very pleased. We've partnered with them. And we're all going to be partners for life, and we think that'll be your experience too. Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith, Branson. You can check out their selection of homes online at WeicherGriffin.com.
Brian's in Hot Springs. Hey, Brian, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Hi, buddy. Did y'all have a good weekend? I didn't get to call in yesterday, so I thought I'd, ask that
Spectacular.
Absolutely.
Spectacular.
Phenomenal weekend.
So the reason what made me call is about a week ago, I was talking to my brother-in-law because I'm a lot more optimistic about this year's schedule than he is, and he posed the question which I didn't have the time to break it down at that time in front of me, and he asked me, he goes, because he's talking about how difficult this schedule is. He goes, when was the last time we had a schedule this hard? So I looked back, and I looked at the first schedule maybe I wanted to go to was the 2021. And I went up doing a deep dive on it, and we actually played in 2021 one more ranked opponent than we do this year. And so three of the 7 were in the top 10, and the rest of them were in either the top 15 or top 20. But I'm saying all this to say this: as hard as the schedule is, there's still a lot of room for optimism because you got to play the game. Just for everybody wants to talk about how crazy the schedule is. We actually the 2021 schedule on paper was actually a smidge harder than what we got this year.
You've got that in front of you. Was the Mississippi State when Arkansas beat Mississippi State down there? Were they ranked?
No, sir.
No.
I got it right here. Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
But they Ole Miss. And here's the interesting that I did figure out though. So to start the season for 2021, Ole Miss was ranked 21 in 2021, and they are ranked 2021 again going into this season.
Are you talking about? You're talking about 2021.
The 9-win season.
Okay, so they played number 15 Texas, number 7 Texas A&M, number 2 Georgia, number 17 Ole Miss, and number 2 Alabama. That's
right.
Five ranked teams.
Well, Auburn actually was ranked going into that season 13th. LSU was ranked 16th. They would become unranked by the time we played them.
Well, Arkansas has they've got a tough schedule most years.
Right. Right.
But yeah, they lost to Georgia, Ole Miss, and Auburn 3 straight games in the middle of that season, and then lost to Alabama. So what's your biggest point here?
Just that play the games before you start freaking out over the schedule.
Yeah.
You may catch somebody on the right day, and that's my whole point. Is,
yeah.
A lot of people didn't even give us a chance against Texas. Our own fan base was like, we're going to get beat by Texas, and when we do, we went in a steamroll. And I'm not saying we're going to do that to Notre Dame, but because those are the kind of the flip out of the non-conference. But I'm just saying, we play the games. Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill, and let's play the game. See what happens.
There you go.
Is my whole point.
I agree with that. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate the call. Brian's ready for football.
He is. Sometimes you have to make a mountain out of a molehill, though.
Well, if you're doing a show like this one, yeah.
I'm joking.
But I love that Brian is so ready for football. He's digging in on the 2021 season.
It's like Bart over
Bart's
here.
Just like
it's like Bart
went into the lab today.
He did. What was it?
After you pay all your lab coats, you make zilch.
Periodic tables?
Zero. That's right.
I do it because I'm selfless.
That's right. Well, we know that, and we appreciate that. By the way, it's Edward's birthday today.
It is.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Edward.
Happy birthday,
We
Edward.
mentioned earlier, a little news here. C.J. Carr has been named the starter for Notre Dame at quarterback. So they have finally landed on their quarterback. He's the grandson of former Michigan coach Lloyd Carr. Bart, as a Notre Dame fan, which is a whole other conversation, is unsure about C.J. Carr. He is a highly touted young man.
Extremely talented, extremely unproven.
So
well, Heath earlier in the
that.
show said he was like everybody's All-American.
He hasn't played he played a little bit against Purdue last year.
Hasn't started.
He hasn't played. And Purdue last year might as well have been a group of 6 school or whatever, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were really bad.
They struggled.
They won one game.
They struggled.
They won one game. By the way, situation room, Chevy at Fayetteville, situation room. What's going on with Michigan? They had the penalties that were handed out.
Yeah, Sharon Moore got another game suspension. Jim Harbaugh got a 10-year show cause penalty that won't start until
sign stealing
after he finishes serving his current show cause penalty, which expires, I think, in 2028. The whole sign stealing thing. Michigan cheated and won a national title. They cheated and they won a national title.
They're like the Houston Astros banging on the drums there in the clubhouse.
And I still it still bothers me
I know.
that the Astros, the players who actually cheated and participated, did not get punished. That really bothers me.
How do you feel about cheating?
I am fundamentally opposed to it.
Yeah.
See, I think what Michigan did was there are different definitions of cheating.
Yeah.
All right. Now, before the NIL, we equated cheating in college football with buying players. Well, chances are, if you bought a player, so to speak, back in the 80s, you weren't the only school offering that player money. And to me, that is, I'm not saying it's not cheating, but they weren't the only ones doing it. The sign stealing, the disguises on other people's sidelines, the lying and the cover up when it was over. I mean, that's easy to understand cheating right there. And they cheated. Absolutely,
it bothers
they cheated.
me. It bothers me a little bit that Michigan itself did not get punished for this in any way, shape, or form.
What they fined? $30 million?
Which there has been an emphasis in recent years on holding the people who did the things responsible, right? They're more interested in holding the coaches responsible. But coaches are going to go get other jobs or do whatever. That's a program-wide situation. And Michigan itself got off scot-free.
Cheaters.
Well, if you feel like you're getting cheated, Cadell Reynolds can help you out. If you're dealing with personal injury, struggling to get social security disability, maybe you're drowning in debt, call the team that fights for Arkansans. Bill Reynolds and the attorneys at Cadell Reynolds know how to get results when it matters most. Car wrecks, denied disability claims, filing for bankruptcy. They've got your back. You don't have to go at it alone. Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com for a free consultation. Cadell Reynolds, make the right call.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds, make the right call.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Hey, it's Bo. And for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Why deal with the stress of commercial travel when you can fly on your schedule with Jet Aircraft? No TSA lines, no baggage claim, no waiting around. Just you and your crew flying in comfort and style. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a golf trip, or planning your football travel for the fall, Jet makes it easy. Seats up to 9 with a full bar, custom catering, and plenty of space. Visit Jet NWA for pricing and more. That's Jet with 2 T's.
So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Have you ever won a raffle?
We got
Anybody here won a raffle?
Dang right I have.
Have you really?
Yeah,
What'd you win?
Like a small screen TV or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're just a winner. I mean, Bo's a winner.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Tiger Bait is on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Bait.
There he is.
Tiger Bait, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Hey, Bo, I don't really think it's about win, one-loss records in Fayetteville. I mean, take, for example, DVH. You know, I don't think the fan base cares if he loses 15, 18 games a year. Kind of like Nolan. If he is always sniffing around in Omaha, he's fine. Nolan, if he loses 10, 12, 15 games a year in basketball, as long as he's sniffing around or even maybe catches one every now and then, I think the fan base is very forgiving if those guys are sniffing for a national championship every 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, I think that's all it takes. Now in Baton Rouge, it might be a different animal. Certainly in Georgia, it was. I mean, we've got it 03, 07, 11, 19, but we still fired head coaches, even though they've won national championships. I think your fan base doesn't care about the one-loss record. Let's take, for example, Houston Nutt. If Houston Nutt would have been sniffing around in a national championship every 5 or 6 years, I think he's still there. I think your fan base is very forgiving of win-loss seasons.
Yeah.
It's about getting to the end of the deal, and DVH is a prime example of that. That guy could lose 20 baseball games in a year, and as long as he's sniffing in Omaha, getting to Omaha every 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I don't think your fan base worries about it.
Yeah, it's about being in the hunt. It's about feeling like you got an opportunity, you got a chance. But the difference is, and the reason you can't compare it to other sports, is college football is a different animal, meaning that the same 6 teams pretty much have always been the SEC champions, okay? So, like, we can expand that from 6 to 9 or 12 or whatever in all of college football that really have a routine chance of competing every 3 or 4 years, to win a national championship. The traditional powers have always been the traditional powers. The traditional powers come from the best recruiting bases. Period. End of story. Now, it doesn't mean you can't punch your way through adversity and get into the conversation here and there. But the idea that anybody outside of those programs has done that is not, it's just, history's history. I mean, it's a false narrative. And so then it's like, well, how do I feel good about the season if I'm not one of those 12 teams or one of those 10 teams, those traditional powers? And those are the years that you got to try to, when you have an opportunity like when Pitrino had that 2-year run with all those in-state players and a great quarterback, or when Nutt had that year and then, it's a couple of things happen where you have a fumble at Knoxville or you have a fumble in the end zone on a punt return, they've been around and they'll be around again. But in the meantime, you got to kind of build the stability of a program and then try to uptick it a little bit, in my opinion.
No, I think you're right. And it would help if maybe one of those traditional 6 would have a down year.
That would help. You play them, and then you beat them.
That's right.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, today's been quite a birthday.
We've been all over the place today.
Edward, listen, hugs to you, man.
Happy birthday, Edward. I hope you have a great day.
We will celebrate you tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you.
We'll have a care package, a card. I don't know.
Food.
Who knows what all will be here tomorrow. Try and do it again then.
Chevy of Fayetteville has over 200 new vehicles on the lot right now. So if you're in the market, now's the time to make a move. That includes the brand new Chevy Traverse, the Chevy Trax, and all the favorites like the Tahoes and Suburbans. And for truck lovers, there are Silverados in stock and ready for immediate delivery. So go see Chris, Mark, Denver, and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across